And welcome to episode 231. Running a bit late tonight. Had a couple things pop up just right at the very end, just before we started to get started here. So, here we are. Hopefully everybody's doing well. And, excuse me. We'll just get get on going. Probably going to be a short show tonight. Being that we're uh, up against American Thanksgiving, and Reese is on his way to visit family, and haven't heard anything from Mister Hiccup. Hold on one second here. Hiccup, my dog. Why am I saying Hiccup? Mr. McMurray. Jeez Louise. All right, let me get. I did just hear from Andrew. Hold on one second. Bear with me, gentlemen. The reason I said Hiccup, my dog, is because just before we went live, he was upstairs barking his head off. All right, so I think I did send out the site uh, to Mr. McMurray. We'll see what happens here. Anywho, um, yeah, like I said, not gonna probably be on too late tonight, but we're gonna push on through. Um, we're thinking about man, I'm really off of it right now. I apologize, guys. So, what we're going to talk about today is what we're thankful for about this year's gaming. What have we, what are we, you know, whether it be a new game that came out, getting back together with an old game, um, just getting to have more gaming in general. Just talking about that. Uh, the first thing for me, of course, is I am getting to game more than I have probably ever. Um, with the opportunity to game, most Thursday nights, able to game, you know, one Saturday, at least one Saturday a month, if not more. So, for me, just the the ability to uh, have more chances for gaming, all in all, has been good for me. Uh, so that's the big one. Um, what what type of things do you guys have on hand that y'all are thankful for? Another thing that I'm happy about, thankful for, is um, having not just one big gaming event every year with like recruits, but we've got five. I've got 5 or 6 gaming events now. I've got, of course, we've got Tacticon, which we just finished with, but we've also got March to Victory. We've got my brother's gaming weekend, J3. We've got in the fall, besides TechCon earlier in the year, we we've got um, oh Wiley's Wargaming weekend, May the 4th gaming on in May. We're going to look to see how CJ3 goes. We're going to see if we can get going with CJ3, which is my gaming day that I do in January every year. So yeah, it's got a lot more gaming, and not just regular, gaming days, but a lot more gaming, uh, you know, big gaming events. So that's good, good to know. Yeah, so Chris Long says thankful for family and friends right now. Absolutely, Chris. You know, especially, uh, I'm not going to go into too much detail about what I know on the side note, uh, but this time of year tends to be more difficult than others with a lot of people, um, primarily because uh, a lot of it has to do with the weather. The sun going down by 5 o'clock local time for us here in western Missouri, and you know, sun not coming up until 7:15 in the morning. There's a lot of people that you know they lose you know they leave for work when it's dark. They get home from work when it's dark, uh, and then it's in the northern hemisphere it's cold and you got to bundle up, and not it's just not conducive to happy thoughts. So yeah, definitely doing the buddy checks is the way to go. Um, it's something that is of the utmost. I think it's of the utmost importance. Uh, there you go, Chris Long. Um, definitely, definitely moving to warmer climes. Um, I would say that's something that I would like to do, but we're pretty well locked into staying in the Kansas City area. Um, we spent Don and I have spent 25 years away from here, and she is ready to settle back down and spend time with the kids and the grandkids, and um, so here we are. Uh, she's done her retiring, and that's what she's decided to do. Um, yeah, definitely. Thinking about the only desert area in Canada. Well, wouldn't that still be cold since it's in Canada? It's not known for the Great White North for nothing. Um, but that's beside the fact. Uh, let's see. I'm very, I'm grateful that my wife puts up with my 3D printing stuff to the point where she even bought me a new printer. Um, and that thing is I've been using it. It's been resting here for a little while. I haven't done anything with it this week. Um, Gonna need to get back onto that here pretty quickly though, just because there's a lot to get done. Um, so I was close to the U.S. Canadian border. What province is it in? I'm thinking if that's if it's like eastern British Columbia or western Alberta, um, Saskatchewan maybe, um, just north of Montana or yeah, just north of Montana or North Dakota. So okay, BC. Okay, yeah. Eastern BC. Very cool. Very cool. So, um, I've, as y'all may know, I've been uh, without a job for the last couple of months, and I actually had an interview today for a new position, and hopefully that will be moving forward for me as well. So fingers crossed for me, everybody. Um, what other things we got going on? Did a so last so last Thursday, a week ago, um, went over to uh, the Thursday night gaming group with my buddy Doug and others, and played Fistful of Lead, Galactic Heroes, Battle of Endor. I had already got it put together, uh, so it was pretty easy to get going. Then um, I decided, hey, let's take a look and see if what we can do. See if I can get together all my airplanes for my my World War II uh, my World War II game, and I was able to get them. I was able to get them found, and so we're gonna be playing some World War II fighters. I guess I should probably break off. If I'm missing one propeller, I might as well break them all off. So I've got P-51 Mustangs. I've got FW-190s, Messerschmitts 109, ME 109s, BF 109s, what have you. And then also some 110s. And then those, they're going to be going after the Mustangs are going to be flying to keep these from getting shot down. I think I've got everything I need to get them going. I've got the six bombers. I've got the I got six B-17s. I've got six P-51s, and I've got total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. I got 12 German aircraft. Looks like four each of 109s, 190s, and 110s. So these are 1/300th scale, Charles. Um, so they fit perfectly in these little carry boxes. I put down some magnetic stripping on the bottom to be able to attach them. So they do a pretty good job of not falling all over the place. Um, there you go. Yeah, you can get some World War II dogfights going with your pops. That'd be cool. Um, so yeah, all of these I actually I printed all of these aircraft and then painted them. Got the decals. Uh, so yeah, and then I even 3D printed the stands, and then that I actually designed, and then printed out um, printed out the the label, so to speak, and then just ran a nail through the center. So and then it's customized. So each stand has the airplane type and the airplane number. Uh, so it's not something that could be easily mass produced, so to speak. But it's good for getting you know enough players to play the game, so to speak. So um, it's going to kind of be it's kind of fistful of lead starfighters, but I've made it with I if I could, that's the other thing is I've found them, or I have the I've got the cards. I found the cards on the air on my computer, so uh, I'll have to reprint them. It looks like, because I don't know where the cards actually are. I don't think, unless I have them right here. Yeah, I have them right here. So what I did was create maneuver cards. Um, so it shows how far you'll go in inches. So, for instance, the 109 has a max speed of 5, and it shows I can move up to 5 inches in a straight line. I can also do a hard right turn, and if I'm going 5 inches, I will go uh, 2 inches in the red, 2 inches in the blue, and 1 inch in the green. Um, 45, 45 degree, and then a 45 degree. And because the color of the maneuver is red, it means that it is you take a pilot shock. Um, if it is just a black, uh, if it's a black card, uh, the if it's a green maneuver, if you do that green maneuver, one pilot shock gets removed. So, and then with a with the each aircraft, um, it tells you I've got the card for it, and it shows you how many weapons are fired, uh, the systems on the aircraft, the pilot traits, what they're rolling, how many shock and how many damage, and then on the back of each card, it gives the rules, and then how how many dice you're rolling. So it's fistful of lead, starfighters, but it's got, it shows you what what's happening with the how you can maneuver with them. So it's kind of like Star Wars X-wing or Wings of Glory in that sense. Um, but yeah, it helps everybody move uh, during during the game. It's just that that's actually it's actually my dear sweet wife. She was coming down to get something, I guess. Uh, and then yeah, she showed up and then disappeared. So next, not obviously not tomorrow because tomorrow is of course Thanksgiving here in the United States, but the following weekend, uh, or the following Thursday, I'm going to be running this at the gaming group. So we'll see how it turns out. But this was a lot of fun a project that I had a lot of fun working on. As you can see, like I said, I had got plenty of airplanes that I printed, and whoa, hey, fading out. Uh, with lots of decals. I think they turned out really nicely. It's hard to see on the screen or on the camera, but I did get it just turned out pretty good. I did do that kind of green leopard camouflage on them. So yeah, I think they turned out really well. I did my best to try to get them to look right with, the yellow tails and the yellow nose cowlings, and then on the American planes, um, I was only able to get one with the with the invasion stripes. Um, it was difficult to get them to work properly. Just for whatever reason, uh, I kept messing up on the decals, and I only ended up with one set of the of the number decals that fit over the invasion stripes. So uh, so I did what I could. I actually this is actually probably the best one because I was able to get the nose art on it and everything else. Um, yeah, they can be a pain, especially at this scale. But it's still I had a lot of fun with them. I wish I had had nose art for the B-17s, but I could not find a good. I couldn't find anybody that made good nose art um, to buy. I'm thinking I might be able to do. Those are 1/300 scale. They're 6 millimeter Nord. Um, I'm, I'm think I, I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to do. I could do my own decals. The problem is with those, I'm not able to do white. Um, I mean, I could do white, but when doing them, you have to cut very, very closely um, to the border of the decal because you would print it on white decal paper, and so it you know when you slide it off, it's gonna be white. Um, you can do clear decal paper, but then whatever whatever you print, there's not going to be any white. So if you wanted to do a white, uh, a decal with white, what you would actually have to do is paint white in the shape of the decal, and then put the clear decal over that white, line it up just right, so the white will show through and be covered with the rest of the colored decal. So that's more than what I would want to deal with. So I would have to do decals. I would have to figure out how to do non-white decals or non-white stuff. So Nord says I've decided on a World War II miniatures project. I'd like to do the entire Solomon Islands campaign on land, sea, and in the air. I'm trying to figure out what scale miniatures to go with. Um, One was 1/2400 scale for the naval actions. That's not bad. Um, for air, um, you could either go you could go 3 millimeter like Reese does. Go 6 millimeter like I'm doing 1/300 scale. Um, I know there are some people are doing 1/200 scale. That's a very popular scale size for aircraft. The issue I have with that is you do quickly run out of table space. With 1/200. Um, Also, with 1/200 scale, World War II, the planes don't look as fast when you're moving them across the table. At 3 millimeter 1/600 scale, they look like they are zooming across the table. because when you take an airplane that's you know that big and you move it 12 inches, it looks like it's really going. Um, Whereas when you got an airplane this big and you move it 12 inches, it doesn't look as fast. Um, Telemachus 100% scale is going to be a little difficult, to be honest. So, I mean, unless you're part of the commemorative Air Force, probably not going to get 100 scale or 1-to-1 scale. George says he's considering 10 millimeter Pendraken, but the shipping fees are way too astronomical for you to consider. I was looking at 6 millimeter, but it lacks a number of weapons that need to be represented. 15 millimeter is an option as well. I'm going to use command decision test of battle for the land battles. Well, the thing with 6 millimeter Nord is if you have a 3D printer and you can get a hold of the STLs for the vehicles you're looking for, you can do uh, whatever scale you want to do it at. As Mr. Long asks, what scale are you missing, or what are you missing in 6 millimeter? Because I say this because I happen to know somebody that is doing uh, doing the is that right? 26, 10, 15, 20, yeah. That is doing 6 millimeter sculpts. Okay, so the battalion guns, right? Yeah, the battalion guns for the Japanese, heavy machine guns for the USMC, and different small arms support weapons are lacking. And Chris Long is working on doing 6 millimeter sculpts of lots of different things. For example, here is and I know this isn't. I know this isn't World War II, uh, but this is an example of um, what he's been doing. So this is an M60 at 6 millimeter, printed on my Ultra, my 5 Ultra, Mars 5 Ultra. And then just to kind of get an idea if I could go big or small, I did bring it down to 3 millimeter. Now the barrel did get broken off because my dog went a little crazy and jumped up and knocked it off. So it'll definitely scale down to 6 or down to 3 millimeter or 2.5 millimeter or whatever that is. But it also scales up nicely to 10. I think it did a nice job of scaling up to 10 millimeter. It also scales up to 15 rather nicely. And because Reese is doing 20 millimeter in Vietnam, I said, heck, why not? Let's see. So it scales up to 1/72nd scale pretty nicely also, 20 millimeter. So, quiet. I think my daughter just got home, so that's why the dogs are going around. Shush. Oh, man. You drove me nuts. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh. Ah. There you go. Oh. So this one here, y'all met her. We actually took her to get her shots a couple of months ago. She weighs in at 22 pounds. This pudgy little puppy here is 22 pounds now. When we got her, she was such a small dog. Literally, fit in my hand small. She was like a third of the size of Clark, my cat. And now we got this thing. Yeah, she is an adorable pupper. She's just a loudmouth. Yes, she is. I'm very thankful to have her. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And then, of course, y'all have seen Hiccup from time to time come down. He's another black and white doggy that we have. And then my daughter's got 3 that live with us. I don't know. Hiccup's pretty loud. He's got a deeper bark. So does Boomer. Boomer lives up to his name. He's got a really deep roof. Boomer is both Hiccup and Boomer are mutts. We don't know exactly what Hiccup is. He's definitely got some terrier in him. We know for a fact that his mom's a pit bull, but it really doesn't show. He's got a much longer snout and a much narrower body, so there's some sort of terrier hound in him. And then Snippy is part Pekingese and something else, we're not sure. But Boomer is a golden retriever, not a Newfoundland, that other big Anatolian Shepherd, and a big shaggy dog. I don't think it's a Newfoundland. Anyway, and then we've got a Cocker Spaniel and a Siberian Husky, all living in the house with us. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yes, yeah, yes, Bernie's. Yes, Bernie's Mountain Dog. Thank you, Chris. And he is big as a horse, man. He is. His head comes up to about here where I'm standing up, right above my waistline, and he's every bit 85, 90 pounds now. He'll probably top out about 100, 110. Hey, Hexy, how you doing, sir? Yeah, I know there's no pets allowed for you. I couldn't see myself without. I couldn't see myself without dogs and cats. Do they annoy me? Do they get in my way? Yes, but man, do I love them. Nord has the question. Naval aspect. You have an in-depth question on the naval aspect of the Solomon Islands. how in the hell do you paint the U.S. camouflage measure for the period? Been having a tough time getting that info. I will send you the I will send you the links, Nord. Um, I think I've got your email, and I'll send you links to what I have that I've been able to utilize. So yeah, I definitely have a good amount of the information that you're looking for. So uh, yeah, I'll like I said, Nord, I will send that to you. Yeah, you don't want to use AI on that type of stuff because yeah, it is going to give you conflicting information. It's although AI is a good tool um, for historical accuracy, it's just not there yet because it has the problem of picking up information from anywhere on the internet. And what will happen a lot of times is it'll just give you, somebody posted something somewhere as an alternate history type thing, and it'll pick that up and utilize it. Uh, so, um, yeah, Chestnut says all of his World War II stuff is based off of Kelly's Heroes. Um, Man, I would stab somebody for 60 degrees right now. It is 34, and we're expecting 2 to 3 inches of snow this weekend. Ugh, can't stand snow. Um, this is nice. I'm getting back to Austerlitz tomorrow. I had to spend the whole day cleaning the house and just didn't get time to play. Oh, that's no good. We've got the whole family is getting together for Thanksgiving tomorrow over at my son's house next door. So we'll have him and his wife, Morgan, and then Sarah and her husband, and all of their kids, and potentially fiancés. We're expecting like 18 to 20 people over there tomorrow. And that's just like immediate family. Um, it's it's crazy. If we had extended family, that the that number could go into the 40s very easily. The first family gathering I had uh, after I started dating Donna, I think it was Christmas, and there was literally I think there was literally 45 people in the house, and we were packed in there like freaking sardines. Um, yeah, I, I'm not from a big family. Dad's side of the family, there was dad and his half brother that was like 17 years older than he was, 18 years older, and no kids. So I had no cousins on that side of the family. And then on mom's side of the family, he had mom and her two sisters, and between the three of them, there was 7 grandkids. So me, my brother Jay, and our 5 cousins. That was it for close family, and then we were spread all over the country, so we rarely did get together all together at one time. Uh, but even when we did, it was still not that many people. Now, on mom's side and mom's dad's side, there was bigger family, and then on dad's side, his stepfather um, had a decent sized family, but as far as you know, first cousin blood relatives, we didn't have a big family, so it was I don't want to say it was a shock, but it was definitely something to deal with when I walked into the house and there was 45 people in and out and all around. It was nuts. It was crazy because not only does Donna have her 5 kids, but Donna was one of 5 siblings, and all of them had at least 2 or 3 kids themselves, and oh, it was it was crazy. It was crazy. Nord says I do have 4 days off in a row, so I'm going to finish that battle this weekend. Outstanding. Definitely let us know how it goes, Nord. Be excited to hear. Um, like I said, next Thursday, not tomorrow, but the Thursday after this one, I'm going to be doing my World War II aircraft game. So I gotta. You're painting Klingon ships. Yes, Klingon ships. Um, I've got a couple here that, like this little guy here. Little Klingon fighter. Um, didn't didn't print quite as well as I wanted him to. Um, there seems to be right there at the base of the peg. There's some separation on it, and then also I did get a little bit better. There seems to be well, I think that looks right too. Got this guy here. He looks pretty cool. Um, this one didn't. Again, I had some issue with the nacelle. It's supposed to look like that, but it didn't come out right. But it did have a stand to go with it. This is at 50% of what 50% of the actual file size. I wanted to see how it looked dodged down to 50%. And then, of course, I've got the bigger ones. This is how they scale out at full size with the stand. So looks really sharp. And then this little bird of prey, which I like the added uh, tail on there. I think that was a really cool design feature. So yeah, the stand did turn out really good at 50%. Um, Obviously, you can on this side you can see where the supports were because I printed it at an angle uh, to see how it would print. Um, but it'll smooth out real nicely, and then so it's turning out good. Uh, New prints on Discord. Let's see. Oh, there you are. Oh yeah, quite nice, quite nice. Um, yeah, those look really good. If y'all haven't checked them out, head on over to the Discord channel under Sci-Fi, and you can see what Mr. Long's been working on. They look quite nice, quite nice. I like them. Uh, I thought I had something. Kitty cat, how you doing, baby girl? Go on, go. Um, completely. Oh, so something that my brother Jay had come out or not come out had talked to me about is putting together either a game or um, a set of scenarios or something that would go well with the tanks that we've got out on CNC Battle Factory. And so I've been working on putting together something I'm going to share with y'all here real quickly. See what y'all think of it. So here we are. No, I don't want to show that. I don't want to show that at all. Go away. Here we go. Okay. So this is uh, a fistful of lead, bigger battles scenario that I put together based on um, based on the first battle in the novel Team Yankee. Now, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to, look like I'm plagiarizing. So I have changed the name from Team Yankee to Team Raven. Um, but and I'll probably change this map up because this is almost directly the map out of as it is seen in the book Team Yankee. Um, so I will probably need to change that map up also. But yeah, it's got we've got a couple of units of M1s, some M901s, um, infantry with um, the vehicle traits on over here, the infantry or the unit traits in here. One thing I realized I needed to do is I needed to add uh, I needed to add someplace that talks about what each of the different weapon systems does. So I need to throw in there that yeah, T-72 has got a two A4 625 millimeter cannon, but I need to put I need to find a place to put the stats. I think I might have to go to a third page to put all vehicle stats in there. Um, so it's just something that I've been working on. Just something different. Um, and I'm gonna once I get all of the different scenarios put together, I'm gonna have three scenarios with the Team Yankee thing, um, and then uh, three or four uh, three or four uh, scenarios tied together for the Yom Kippur War. So we'll then I'll put that all together, and once I get it, my brother Jay has said that he will do some write up, do some writing for me on it, and we'll get that posted up for people to download and use as they see fit to go with the 3D models. Yeah, I'll send those. I'll send all of the vehicle list to you. Pretty much have everything already Soviet wise, and then really the only thing we're looking to need to get for the Americans are M1s and M901s. Uh, so it shouldn't be too difficult to work. And again, the nice thing about having the files, we can do it in whatever scale we want to do it in. So if we want to do it in 6 millimeter, we can do it in 6 millimeter. If we want to go up to 10 millimeter, well, hey, guess what? 10 millimeter it is. So um, yeah, definitely. I think definitely something. As my brother Jay put it, it's something to get get people saying, why would I need these particular files? Well, you need these particular files because you want to play this particular game and it's going to be cool. So, like you said, rules sell models. So we'll see. Um, yeah, yeah, I'll definitely get that over to you, Chris Long. Um, and I'll give you the information that I want, or not want, the information I have for both Western Germany, West Germany, circa 1985, and yeah, bundle deals definitely. Uh, and then also, I'm thinking, I'm thinking Golan Heights, uh, Yom Kippur, circa 1973. So I'm going to do some research on exactly what the Soviets, or not Soviets, what the Israelis were fielding there and what the Syrians were fielding there. Because I could go Golan Heights or I could go Sinai, but I'm leaning toward Golan Heights. So yeah, we'll see what's coming up. Hi, Pussycat. You're in the way of my computer mouse, kitty cat. So, but yeah, I've been working on these, making them look, you know, making them look decent. I think I did a pretty good job. Like I said, I realized that I need to add uh, a table for all the weapons. I'm also gonna go ahead and add a table for all of the traits. That way, you know, you still have to have the rules to play the game, but uh, you'll know that camouflage on the infantry squad gives them uh, a -1 to be hit, uh, even if they're out in the open. Uh, so, all right, Nord, take care, buddy. You have a happy Thanksgiving as well. Be safe this weekend, and see you next Thursday. I will do my best to remember to get that email sent out to you with the links I have for all of the information regarding naval camouflage for the United States circa Guadalcanal period. So, anywho, so yeah, go ahead and get that information to y'all. What do you want? Hmm? She looks like a gray kitty, but she is actually a very muted tortoise shell. Pretty kitty. Um, so uh, yeah, that's what's been going on. Again, I'm just in gaming. I'm just grateful to have the chance to do this show. I'm grateful for having the opportunity to work with Chris Long on some really great models. I'm thankful for just having the opportunity to get gaming in. So I was grateful when I lived close to Jay uh, and Joey and got when we got the game together. And I'm grateful now that I'm still able to get together and game with my buddy Copeland and Joel and Jay Wiley and all the rest. So and most grateful for you know my wife indulging me in letting me take care of do all of this. Of course, on the flip side, she does quilting, so that ain't cheap either. Uh, hey, Hiss, how you doing, buddy? I hope your trip was a good one. We'll have to get together and chat about about everything. Not everything, but hopefully things went well for you. So yeah, hobby does mean money, uh, and mine just as much as hers. Yeah, in the long run, it evens out. So, but I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I got to go slice up a turkey breast and get that ready for tomorrow, and then see how things are going with the rest of the fam. So, um, as always, thanks so much for I'm thankful for you guys coming and checking out the show each and every week. I do apologize for not starting on time tonight. Like I said, just before we went live, something popped up and I had to get that taken care of. So, but yeah, I want to thank all of y'all for being here. And as Chris Long says, have a good Thanksgiving, everybody. And until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Take care. See you, Polly.